Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. Obviously you could tell the background has changed. Yes, I'm at work today and I decided to just do a quick video for you guys because you definitely know how I struggle all the time to film because I live by the roadside, and so the car horns and all the distraction is just too much. I just felt like this was a right chance to film, so I just hope you like it. So today with the title, I'm going to be talking about why you are not doing well in the university, or why you find the university to be very difficult. This video is going to be a short one, so I encourage you to watch the full video, and I also encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you really like what you see. Be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms, which is Instagram at Princess Edufia and Facebook at Edufia Abla. I'm going to put in the handle in the description. Guys, the fact that this video is for my students, so if you're watching this and you can relate, please try and share it to someone that you think this video is going to help in any way possible, because people come to the university and they legit struggle. When I say struggle, they really struggle. Guys, they struggle for a lot of reasons. Funny enough, some people tend to struggle from first year to final year. Some people just struggle just in their first year, and then they're able to find redemption along the path, and so things become very easy for them. And so today I am here to tell you the reason why you find the university very hard, difficult, or why you're not doing well in the university. After I'm done with this point, hopefully you should take a 2 or 3 out of it, and then you should change the way or the approach with which you do things, and hopefully things should get better. That one reason why you are not doing well, or why you find the university very difficult, is because of your mindset. Guys, some people are so freaked out by the mere fact that they are in the university. I think this example will be much applicable to the first year students. Normally when you move from high school to the university space, there's this transition, and so to people who don't have people to encourage them, people to tip them off as to how life is and to guide them through the process, they tend to be very scared, and then they have this huge mindset about the university. And funny enough, it's very weird, it's very ridiculous, because the university is a space, is a learning space where we learn and unlearn. I could bet you not all your lecturers or your professors, not all your professors or lecturers know it all. They are also learning alongside as they teach you. So there's no need to feel scared. There's no need to feel intimidated. There's no need to second guess yourself if you are worth for the task, or if you could excel or not. You know, the fact that you have even been given admission into the university means you are worth the task. You are capable and you can do so well. So if from the onset or from the word go, when you come, you see people, you listen to how people speak. One thing you should also remember is that people come from different culture, different background, different homes, different senior high school and things. So we are all not going to be the same. Looking at such people and trying to compare yourself with them is going to intimidate you in a lot of ways. You should believe that you are the best version of yourself. You are going to thrive perfectly well. You might not have it smoothly from the beginning, but trust you me, it's going to be perfectly fine. If you decide to make up your mind that you're going to do well and you're the best version of yourself and you're going to succeed phenomenally, trust me, you will get there. Okay, aside that, having a negative mindset or fear, anxiety, panic, trust me, would not help you. refusal to make academics your topmost priority is another reason why you are finding it very difficult to do well in the university, or why people complain, oh, the university is so difficult, oh, you didn't see this coming. This university is all about chilling, university is about making friends, about meeting new people and all of that. That your main reason for coming here is to study. So before you come here, I know sometimes a lot of people are being brainwashed, or they're giving false misconceptions and all this, and things like that. But if your primary motive is not to study, then trust me, you're going to have difficulty in being the university, because automatically, if you are struggling with your studies, or if you're struggling with your academics, then obviously life is going to be upside down for you in school. No one enjoys being in school when they're not doing well in the academics. And so I know that a lot of people make academics their topmost priority, but are still not figuring it out. They're still struggling. I feel like there is something that you are not doing that you have to do. And so at this point, I refer you back to my video where I said why good students do not attain first class or do not do well. I'm going to be putting the video link in the description or up here. Click on it, it's going to help you, and I bet you it's going to do you so good. So click on the link and check it out, okay? Because I know we have a lot of people who do so well, they put in a lot of effort, they try, they do the assignments, they attend group meetings, they do all the good thing to get them on top, but they still don't get there. I'll encourage you to check that video out. If you've watched up to this point, I also encourage you to subscribe and like this video. If you like this video, it tells YouTube, oh, this is a good video, and so let's share it. As students, refusing to have a daily plan or routine, or refusing to have your day planned out, could also result in the reasons why you might not, or you are not doing well in the university, or why you find the university to be difficult. Trust me, the university is the space where you can learn and broaden your horizon, you expand. By the time you leave here, you can be a different person if you allow yourself and you decide to learn. So refusal to have a plan or a routine. Most of the times when students wake up, this is a typical example, students wake up on days where they don't have class. You wake up, you're on your phone, you are texting, you are Instagramming, you are on Facebook, you are just chilling on your bed. All right, now you spend about 5 hours on Instagram, then you go to eat, you come back, you watch movies. Ultimately, you did nothing productive for yourself. But as a student, there's always something on the list that you would have to execute. This is not to say you shouldn't chill, Instagram, watch movie and do that. What I'm trying to, the point I'm driving at now is, it's very important to have your day plan. When you have your day plan, it gives you this guidance or direction that you can thread on to have a productive day. And one thing students refuse to do is to document their ideas. Write how you want your day to be like in a journal. This is it. You wake up, you have a class, you have church, you have parties, you have movies to watch, you have assignments to do, you have all those things. Okay, like what you have to do now is to write them. When you write them, you get to see them right in front of you, and then executing them becomes very easy. Sometimes you can list how you want your day to go, like things take a different turn. Obviously there are times like that, but in instances where they do not take a different turn, then it means that you are strictly going to go according to what you have written. And I'm sure what you've written are also your topmost priority and what you want to undertake during the day. So writing how you want your day to be like, or planning your week. Most of the time planning your week can be difficult, but so baby steps, plan your day, write it. This is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. It's very effective to execute your ideas or your activities when you write them down, when you think about it. Because for instance, when you wake up and you say, I want to do A, B, and C, you wake up, you brush your teeth, and maybe something interesting comes your way, and then you completely forget that you had to do A, B, and C. And then by the time you realize you are doing Z, when the day is over and you want to take a very deep retrospection about how you spent the day, you realize, oh my god, I wanted to do this, but I forgot. Guys, you see the difference. Writing it's way better. And I'm not saying writing it means you can do everything, but during times where you can undertake an activity, you forward it to the next day and it becomes very easy and simple. Okay, so that's a tip, and thank me for that, because it really helps. It really helps. If you're a worker, you can still take this tip. It really helps. Plan your day by jotting them down, document them, okay, and a piece of paper or a journal or your diary. It helps. More reason why you are struggling or you're not doing well in the university, or you find the university to be very hard and difficult, is because you're not having a balanced life. The university goes beyond academic work. One thing I tell people is, before you leave the school, you should be intentional about being a holistic individual. Sorry to say, but in the part of the world where I come from, we think that coming to school or coming to the university is all about studying. It's recently that lecturers and professors tend to tell students to explore their talents, explore their potential, think outside the box, do something differently that can build you. But before, it was about learn, study your book. So we have a lot of students who come to school and then leave the university without even thinking of the fact that they have so much potential to even create their own jobs. We have instances like that. I mean, it used to be like that. I'm sure now things have completely changed, but in a part of the world, we still have people who still think that way. And so I'm here to tell you the reason why you're struggling or you think the university is so hard is because you do not have a balanced life. Now let's do this. We have lots of people who find so much interest or they're enthused with their academics. That's great, but if you're a person who loves academics but you think that you would love to explore other things, I think I'll give you the green light to do that, because sometimes learning alone can be really boring. Engaging in extracurricular activity such as student administration, politics, swimming, dancing, singing, organizing an event, YouTubing as I did, you always get a chance to fit into something whenever there is a spare time or when you are off your academic work or space. A typical example is with me. I love school. I really love to study, but if you don't find me studying, then I'm recording, as you can see, in the choir. I'm doing, I used to be in I used to prepare juice, like local juice. I'm doing something and it gives me so much passion and fulfillment. And I think that each student at a point in time needs to engage in something that gives them passion and fulfillment. That way you can channel your inner strength or energy into something, and trust me, you are going to do so well. The last but not the least is, which is the final point, is studying the system. I cannot even count the number of times I've said students should study their system in the university. I cannot count. I have said it countless times over and over again. I have a video on how to attain a first class as a student. I'm also going to put it in the description, or you can also check it out on the channel. All right, guys, check it out and subscribe. It will do you so good, not for my personal benefit, but for you. Okay, you are the reason why I am here. So check it out, it will do you so good. Now, studying the system is very important because once again, you are fresh in a new environment. You came from high school, grading system, how you study, how you write your IAs, your mid-sem, end of sem. Things can be things are different. Things are different. So knowing how things are done would help you live a very stress-free and balanced life. I wouldn't want to go much into it because I have a detailed explanation about knowing the system in my earlier videos, and I would encourage you to watch or check it out. So this is where I would love to end today's video, and I hope you pardon the background. This is the usual background that you always see. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing as well, and I'll be back with more and interesting video. I appreciate the love and the support and the attention that you give this channel, but I would still want you to share the videos. Like, you are not sharing the videos, share the videos and watch the entire video. Follow me on Instagram as Princess Edufia. Subscribe to the channel and watch the entire videos. Watch the previous videos I film, or I give students tips on how to succeed in their academic or students' life. I also film lifestyle videos and a bit of public interviews and real estate videos. So you want to check it out, and I will be back with more and interesting videos. So then, peace. The background wasn't too much, but I just had to take advantage of the time at work and film for you guys. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comment section. Let's get interactive, and let me know the kind of videos that you want to be seeing on the channel as well. Okay, peace.